fresh piece of information to stimulate the brain and the soul. Okay, start the timer. I go for a minute and a half. Hopefully it'll be good. Okay, good morning, everybody. Nachem and Abba and Yitzhak Cooperman and Isaac. On the way to Aram, Jacob spent the night on Mount Moriah, known today as the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. And in his dream, saw a vision of angels ascending and descending a ladder to heaven. When he awoke, realizing the intrinsic... Am I putting that on mute?
Yes.
It's when he had a dream that the angels go after Shemayim.
Sure. Thank you. Good morning, Rabbi Yeska. When he awoke, realizing the intrinsic holiness of the site, he vowed that if God would protect him, bring it. I'll cut you a piece. Okay. When he awoke, realizing the intrinsic holiness of the site, he vowed that if God would protect him, provide for him throughout his stay in Aram, and enable him to return both physically and spiritually unharmed, he would consecrate this place as the site of the future temple. Yeah, I'm going to put you on mute.
Okay,
What did you leave off? Temple?
Feeding. Yeah.
Feeding. Where is feeding?
They're the big words. Feeding.
oh, this is an iffy one.
Oh. Feeding and clothing the soul.
Can you
So
explain?
Yaakov vowed, if God would be with me and protect me on this journey that I am undertaking, and will provide me with bread to eat and clothes to wear, returning me to my father's house untamed. So yeah, this is the beginning of new parsha, new week. Very excited stuff, just amazing week. First thing I get to do is come to Isaac's house and make some coffee in Isaac's house. It's good. It's good. It's a good start. Thank you.
Mars.
And we shall begin.
Does it take?
So yeah, God's gonna protect him. God's gonna protect us. And yeah, that's all. That's all I got. Time.
Smells like
bro.
Power chocolate. I think I don't like power chocolate. Rabbi Yaska.
It's a minute and a half.
Okay, good to see all of you. Very nice. I see Rabbi Weinstein is over here also. Very nice. Wow. Beautiful. And for Chaim, I just want to share with you something. I don't believe if you believe what I'm going to say, because in reality, I learned with guys today, FIveAlive, Israeli guys, scholars, understanding, they know how to learn. It's very interesting. Everybody communicates with each other a certain way, but it's funny what the intention of the whole school, like we're sitting now together and somebody has a certain reason why you sit over here. Only person who understands it and gets it, who has a lot of issues that he dealt with. It's when he flew so many angles, still the
Okay. Nachem, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Can you hear me properly?
Perfect. We hear you perfectly.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, so wow, good to be back. It's been a while since I've done this. This is my my first step in my goal to try and bring more Torah into my life. Having a baby in 7 weeks, please God. My first. And that really got me thinking, like, what do I believe in? What do I teach you? What am I going to teach this kid? I have an opportunity now to shape her mind, create a person. What am I teaching them? What do I know? And then after that thought, I'm like, gosh, I got to start learning ASAP. So this is where I am right now. So this is my first step, you know? First small step. There's no point jumping in, opening 20 Gemaras and diving headfirst. I can't see the timer, so when my time's out, just let me know. Anyway, I heard vaguely you mentioning something about the Jacob's ladder. Every day I think that everyone has a ladder in front of them and they can choose to take a step up and a step down. But not only that, they could also choose where the ladder is going to, you know, because they can take a step up on the ladder that's going to the wrong direction as well. So,
Thank you,
yeah.
Menachem. Chaim, Bacher Tom Shliach, Chaim, good listen.
Harav. I'm middle of working, so I'm not really into it as much. Just quick thing, my brother had a baby last night, baby boy, so mazel tov to my brother. And yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm middle of working, but I'm still listening. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Mazel tov, Chaim. Feeding somewhere.
Yeah. Bread and clothing. Bread and clothing, bro. No.
Bread and clothing for allergically to the study of Torah and to the performance of God's commandment, respectively. When we study Torah, God's wisdom becomes part of us, and just as food as we eat becomes part of us, we perform a commandment and enveloped by external transcendent feelings, very much a garment, as a garment surrounds awards us. Everyone does.
So, Menachem, that's very exciting. Thank you. Rabbi, sorry you got cut off over there. Hope you'll finish your thought. And Abba, it is great to see you in the morning as well. And if a coffee enthusiast come often, we'll make some good coffee. You know, I generally don't really drink it. Yeah, 7:24. Okay. Menachem, so B'Shah Tova, should we go happy, healthy, smoothly, and everything should go in the right time? And you inspired something very nice. Is that a lot of times I say, why do you have to wait for something extreme, something bad to happen in order to get together? You know, why do you have to wait? But here's something good that's happening, and you're preparing for it in a good way. That's the first time I see that in a clear thing, so that's amazing. So thank you for sharing with that. And Mazel Tov to Chaim. Please let me know which brother. It's very exciting. And I wanted to point out that Yosef Yitzchak reads like there's like really like this professional way of reading. That basically instead of stopping by the period, you read one word further. I'm serious. I'm not joking. And you can read. You say like, okay, I'll try to do it next time. I'm going to try to read that paragraph the way I find it hard to do.
All right. So I just want to inform you all before I start my thing that Baruch Hashem, my brother, got engaged a few days ago, which is very, very exciting. It's my first sibling to get engaged. It was overwhelmed with emotions. It was unbelievable. And so they had a small L'chaim in LA and in Crown Heights, and they want to make another one in LA. So yesterday I went home for Shabbos to, just like bring, comfort my brother back. Like, yeah, you're back home, and celebrate at home. And my father was giving a speech Shabbos day, and he was mentioning how there's a bar mitzvah next week, and that yesterday one of the community members had a baby boy. So if all goes well, next week in Mirza Hashem there'll be a bris, a bar mitzvah, and an engagement party in one shop. So it's pretty cool to see how life goes, and Menachem saying he's having a baby soon. So like things happen, and Baruch Hashem, there's good things also happening in the world. So At least for my personal life, it's hard to see when it's someone else's life, but when it's your own, it's beaming brightly. But yeah, so Baruch Hashem, things are very, very good things are happening in my life.
So I will take a step right away further down in my life, not to speak to related something. I want to speak some action. Nachum Weinstein, I want to respond. Mazel tov to you. I really want to say so many things. God, I want to speak now what's reality. Nachum Weinstein, you are involved with Nehemiah Vogel, and you should know one thing. We should have a meeting about it. It's going to help all of us. The whole world is going to be helped like this. And you are a loving person. I love you. We're going to have a meeting, and we never give up in our life. You take over the whole world, and that's what you're doing, the videos, and you can do it. You're going to take the whole world, make a nice, beautiful world, and not afraid to deal with everything. And I love you, all of you. Feeling of love, and I have so many things to spare with you, you can't even imagine. It's full of emotions and full of excitement about life. Thank you. I have some time?
You have 30 seconds.
Whoa! So God gave me extra 30 seconds. I noticed an amazing thing. I noticed each person has a certain way how he operates, how he speaks, how he understands things. Sometimes it takes you a lifetime to recognize how the person thinks. So we have to get together. And the idea is like this: when you listen to somebody and you speak to yourself, basically people love the way you are. They don't want you to tell them an answer. They want to tell you your experiences. And this is the best thing can happen to your life.
Okay. Menachem.
Okay. Wow. Yoska, first of all, definitely interested in meeting you, changing the world. 1 second, I'm just going inside my house. Oh, Baruch Hashem. Anyway, yeah. 1 second. Woo! Good timing, Isaac. Good timing. Time of Rachel. Anyway, yeah, it's very exciting. As you said, a lot of us, you know, we wait till extreme things happen in life to make a sudden change. But I'm trying to be proactive here. Pardon the pun. Yeah, it's Hashem. Build a home for my child to grow up in, that he has a love for God and a love for Torah, something which I definitely missed out on, and I'm trying to catch up now. So yeah, that's the goal, and I thought this would be a very good step to get myself into that motion, you know, to break it in. The last achlot I took on was in Jets. I took on to do negavasa every day, and I haven't missed a day. And it's something small, but it's something that's very precious to me. I'm very proud of, because
Thank you,
yeah.
Menachem.
Is it my turn?
Sorry, a shliach, Chaim.
Oh, perfect. First of all, Munch, it's beautiful, loving it. Also, Isaac, it's Mickey. Mickey had a baby boy, and I would be more involved, but I'm in the middle of going through pictures that I took on Mifsaim today, so hopefully I'll be able to get involved in a few minutes.
Yeah, I think you're talking about how I read. No, it's not a weird way of reading or a special way. It's just reading everything without commas or periods, and you just need to take a breath every few seconds, so you stop. So if I actually cared and focused for all this stuff, maybe I'll be able to read it with the commas and periods. But it's all right, by the way, a lack of carelessness. So yeah.
Wow, Menachem, that's amazing, and happy to hear that you guys are going to meet. And Chaim, thanks for saying that. I will try to reach out to Michal and wish him a mazel tov. It's really amazing. So Yezav Yitzchak Cooperman. The reason why you don't think it's an amazing way of reading is because you don't know how professional you are. So I'm gonna try and read like that. I don't know if I could, but I'm gonna try. And you'll realize that I do this like really like professional speakers really do. I'm not joking. So you basically go like, okay, bread and clothing refer allegorically to the study of the Torah and to the performance of God's commandments, respectively. When we study the Torah, God's wisdom becomes part of us, just as the food we eat becomes part of us. When we perform a commandment, we are enveloped by an external, transcendent feeling of inspiration, much as a garment surrounds and warms us. So, anyway, that's really how you read.
Sorry.
So you have a natural talent, I think, that you don't know of yet. You got to develop a little further, and you'll see it's amazing. We're doing footies. Okay. So I was actually busy reading, and I didn't pay attention to what I was reading. So bread and clothing is Hashem's mitzvahs. We study Torah, Hashem's will. Okay.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I know this because I used to learn with. We still learn once in a while. Me and Coops for sichos, we used to learn for the mitzvah, but we should continue learning sichos at nighttime. I think it's a great idea. And I also noticed that you don't stop by the period. You stop like a word or two afterwards. Which now that Isaac read it, I realized my uncle is a professional speaker, and they actually do that. It's a good tip to know that you like to go into the next sentence with a massive like, whoa, and it gets you on suspense to like know what's going to happen next. It's actually pretty amazing. By the way, I noticed I'm saying it's a little bit like it's about like, I don't know the word, whatever, you understand what I'm talking about. When Yaska was talking, I noticed the beaming light of sun behind him. That every time he moved his hat up, it was blocking it, and it was shining. So and the sun's like bright behind you. And here in LA, unfortunately, there's fires, so the sun in LA is very, very red. So I noticed that sometimes people say that good happens, but it's being covered, and you can't see it. But it's not just that extreme. Sometimes it could be bright, like it could be light and beautiful, and it's covered in a certain way where it actually looks like it's red and evil and disgusting, and you don't want to look at it. Like you look at it for 3 seconds, your eyes are blind. It looks very intense, but just know that that's from the smoke.
Rabbi Yaska.
I don't know why I don't see nobody now. I see that picture. Maybe the connection is not so good. I don't understand that.
We see you.
Okay, so I just want to mention again something what I related to about when you want to tell somebody, communicate with somebody. I realize how more it's important to listen to what somebody says and not to be a wise guy to answer him, and just to say what you understand, and not to sarcasm. And I really mean it, what you understand, because you want to be available to the person that he speaks to you, because you want somebody to be available to you. So, Abba, you should know, I don't want to give you a compliment, because the Rebbe said that somebody is tall is not walking around and said, I'm tall, because this is it. You know to communicate amazing. You're speaking beautiful. And I like when Rabbi Isaac acknowledges people. And Moncha, Weinstein, you can do it. You can do every good thing in your life. When people love you, and you should spread the love more and more. Together, a lot of things can be done, because we need each other in a crazy way.
Menachem?
I love that positivity, Rabbi Oscar. Thank you. It's interesting. I had an experience this week where I was giving a lot of my time, love, energy, and effort to someone, and it backfired in a way that I knew it was going to backfire, and I still got angry about it. And I've been thinking about that, because if I knew it was going to happen, and I still put my energy and I still put my input and my love and everything I had, and then it backfired, why am I so angry? I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to end up this way. I knew it. So it's interesting. It's interesting thing I've been trying to understand in my head. Um, it's I think it happens to a lot of us in different ways. But sometimes we go into a situation knowing the outcome, but we still the romantic side of us, still hopes that it's gonna come out differently somehow, but it ends up the same. Yeah, it's annoying. It's very tough. Back to my future kid, Mitzvah Hashem, which I'm very excited about. I've been thinking as well, how do I want to bring him up? Do I want to bring him up as a Chabad boy? Do I want to bring him up as a... Am I done? Am I over?
Yeah, thank you, Menachem. I don't
It's
want to
good,
cut
it's
you
good.
off. It sounds
Nah,
like
it's all good. It's all good.
I'm professional at reading. There's a reason why I went to Al Torah. They teach us you got to do this. All you can do is send your kids to Al Torah. They don't. But they try to teach it. Maybe they actually teach it. I just didn't learn. But I tell you the reason why. It's just I'm lazy and don't care about the constant periods, and I need to take a break to breathe out a few seconds. So I just stop for a half a second and I go. It's not like I actually care about the commas and periods. What is a comma? What's a period? Okay, let me read this with commas and periods. Red angle to refer allegorically to the study of Torah and performance of God's commandments, respectively, when we study Torah. God's wisdom becomes part of us, just as food we eat becomes part of us. When perform commandment, we are enveloped by external, transcendent feelings of inspiration, much as the government surrounds and warms us. See, I read. Stop it. Yes.
Oh, I'm going to read a little further. In this context, returning to my father's house untainted alludes to our return to the domain of holiness after venturing out temporarily into the mundane world in order to refine and elevate it to holiness. Seven Marmulukat, volume 2, pages 162 to 163. So interesting. I feel like I have two conflicting ideas. So, Menachem, when you were saying about your recent experience, I was thinking about how many times I did that to myself without anybody else involved. Specifically of, looking at things that are inappropriate. How many times did I go in there like, yeah, this is what I want to do? And without fail, every single time afterwards, I'm ready to beat myself up. I feel terrible. Like I said, I didn't learn from last time, or the time before that, or the time before that. No, I don't think so. And I think it's because, Yeska says a lot of times, Yeska says a lot of times how we have a piece of God inside of us. So it says that by person to forgive other people, you have a limited amount of times that you can do it. But with ourselves, I think we can do it unlimited. So we just need to see how that guy's me. And I can do it.
Well, I actually want to. This is a good for bringing topic. I want to for bring about this sometime.
Right now.
Right now. Yeah. I don't know what to go from here. I don't know if this is appropriate time because it's learning. I just probably don't know how else. I saw an opportunity, so I'm gonna go for it. If it's correct, great. If it's not correct, I apologize. So in honor of my brother's wedding, I wanted it was a thought that maybe I should make a song for him. I have zero experience. I don't know, Menachem. I don't know if you're writing lyrics or just writing like things to buy from the market. I have no clue what you're doing. If you have any idea, I never did this before. So if you have any, if there's any steps in your head or any certain ways you specifically write down lyrics, that'd be amazing if you could share. If not, it's okay. And yeah, Chaim.
See?
Yoske.
See?
Oh, I like the full of emotions over here. Abba. And Mr. Kislev Cooperman is just sitting there and amazing. It's good to see you always. You don't even know what to respond. A pleasure to see you. So I want to share about giving up and not to give up and helping people and giving you neshama in and I like what Rabbi Isaac said. So I want to tell you something. If we give up, the whole world is give up. So I never give up. And so you're the creator of the world. So always make a better situation. Like now, I believe Nachman Weinstein is gonna make the best song for Abba, for his brother, and he has to get compensated. He has to get money for it. It's his panosa. So people are gonna recognize of something because he can do it. I said it because I think what money helps people. So and Nachman Weinstein, we have to speak what it takes to help somebody or not to give up, be more creative like it's your own child, yes. And your own child, you're ready to buy the world for him. And not only the world, anything, like the creator gives sacrifices his life. God created, sacrifices his life to see everybody successful.
I'll show you too.
Thank you, Rabbi Yitzchak. Menachem.
So first of all, to that guy who I can't see, definitely check out Isaac's book. Isaac has a great book on songwriting, which I read about 5-6 times, and I highly recommend that. And you can reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, anytime. What if, let's say, this situation with this guy? What if it was my own son? You know, like that's a very good point. Like, what if it was my own son? Would I be giving up? You know, and I know it's not my own son. Like when you put so much effort into someone, you know, you feed them from the palm of your hand, literally, in every sense of the word. You feed them from the palm of your hand, and you're gaining absolutely nothing from it. And they take the food, they eat it, they chew it, and they spit it back into your hand. Yeah. What do you do? It's a tough one. If it's my own son, then I would say to myself, okay, listen, I have to train him. I have to teach him to you know, that's not right. That's not how we do it. But when it's you know, someone who you care about, but it's not your own child, yeah, it's confusing. I don't want to give up on this person. As much as I'm sad and disappointed and let down, I still have a feeling inside me that I want to see this person succeed. Am I done? Sure.
Yes, it's a Cooperman.
I'm done. Closing statement. Ooh, what should I do? Yeah, thank you, Isaac, for making this. Hopefully, I'll be able to come here tomorrow and every day with Abba also coming. Abba said yes. Come every day. Is that missing a day for 2 months? Abba said yes, so it's good. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sure a lot more is to be said, but I like a lot. It seems today was real and raw and practical. And it's interesting you're saying that, Menachem. You'll find out the exact metaphor that you gave is exactly what's going to happen as a show with your kid. He's going to take food from your hand, or it, I don't know, he or she is going to take food from your hand. He's going to chew it and going to spit it into your hand. Literally, exactly like that. And you're going to be so happy. Amazing. And you're going to make a little plane and you're going to go until the kid takes it and actually eats it. That's, I don't know. I mean, I think that's what the trick is. And what's funny is that on the one hand, you're completely right. He's not your kid. But on the other hand, he's so your kid. It's amazing. It's amazing how, like, it's like Hashem Hashem works in funny ways, and He sets us up in very interesting ways. And basically, the way we treat others is how we are able to treat ourselves. Your kid is an extension of you. It's it's basically just selfishness. But we help ourselves by helping others. It's tricky.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Hashikach, everybody. Looking forward. I'm very happy about today's.
I can promise you,